Okay, I have broad musical tastes, Latin, 50s jazz, Israeli classical, but what concert caused me to drop everything, book vacation time, and fly to Jacksonville, Florida last weekend in a state of frenzied anticipation? In three words: Grand Funk Railroad. My brother Cooper, who shares my fascination with Grand Funk, pitched me on the opportunity. He lives there. Of course, I said, yes, yes, yes. How could I pass on this bucket list opportunity? In our early teens in Mission, Texas, we heard the Power Trio's epical third album, Closer to Home. And that was it. We were hooked for life on Grand Funk's pounding, not very subtle sound and compelling lyrics. Well, they're compelling if you're 14 years old. Live album, Survival, E Pluribus Funk, and We're an American Band were all on heavy rotation on our turntable. The only downside for a fan, Grand Funk never really worked as teen romance, mood enhancing music, if you get my drift. Nobody slow danced to Grand Funk at junior high sock hops. The girls in Mission were more into the Carpenters, Carole King, the Jackson Five, and the Partridge Family. So I cooled it on Grand Funk to like more top 40 favorites. That didn't help my social life, but at least I learned a lot about the Carpenters. While Cooper had heard Grand Funk before, I never had. The group broke up in 1977 and spun through several reincarnations. Drummer Don Brewer and bassist Mel Shaker fired Iron Lung singer Mark Farner, who finally returned and then left again. I read about the band for years, but never expected to hear them. But then Cooper's call came, and I answered, "Yeah, baby." Cooper greeted me with Grand Funk t-shirts. Here it is. We'd wear to the concert last Saturday night. My black shirt accessorized well with black jeans and black hiking shoes, and my Tractor Supply Company camo hat. The venue was packed, probably 3,000 people. We fell into the lower range of the age distribution. I doubt 10 people there were under 40. I called the scene rock and roll and walkers. And that's okay. This was a bonding experience for baby boomers who knew the visceral thrill of hearing Grand Funk. And it's a fact. Grand Funk is Homer Simpson's favorite band. So I'm in good company. We were pleased that drummer Brewer and bassist Mel Shaker were still touring, but disappointed to learn that Shaker had been sidelined due to illness. Still, Brewer kept this from being a tribute band. We posed for photos in front of the stage with a banner celebrating the 50th anniversary of the release of We're an American Band. Y'all could probably sing along, but you don't have to. They mostly played songs I recognized. Cooper remembered the lyrics better than I do, singing along to Paranoid. We thrust our fists skyward and sang along. The crowd roared when Brewer, now the grand old man of Grand Funk, waved an American flag and wore an Uncle Sam stovepipe hat. The big finale was, of course, Closer to Home, and then We're an American Band. Back here in Katona, I told friends about my experience. Several guy friends responded with wild enthusiasm. It turns out that Closer to Home was the first album one of them ever bought. So for one night, I was back in 1972, 15 again. Unsure of myself, hormonally addled, I responded to songs like Heartbreaker and I Can Feel Him in the Morning. That's the one with the line, "If you're good, you'll live when you die, but if you're bad, you'll die when you die." For a teen dealing with a crisis of faith, that line meant something. Hearing Grand Funk struck me with the notion of getting closer to home, like the song says. I remember my family, my friends, the turmoil of being young in a small town. Maybe we cannot ultimately go home again, but with Grand Funk's musical support, I can get closer to home. Afterward, I wrote haiku poems about the Florida experience. Here's one of them. Closer to home means what? I never really know, but I keep wondering. Thank you.